Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we've got Game 2 of this best-of-3 series.
Boys and grills.
Underway. The North American Rejects versus the Sneaky Nicks Assassins. SNA looking good in game number 1. They took out the Rejects in pretty convincing manner. Yep.
Not adding anything to that.
Yeah, all right. Let's take a look at the draft here. We'll hop right into it. These teams
Don't say hop.
Fuck. All right, wait. Damn it. Let's... I was going to say jump, but that's way too close to hop. That's a synonym. Let's take a look at this draft.
Let's examine this draft. Let's pick apart this draft.
Let's put this draft under the microscope. We'll use that one next time. So,
see, you're thinking outside the box. It only took like 3 days.
It only took 3 days and some constant screwing up, but hey, we got it. All right, all right, all right.
Oh, Sneaky Nicks isn't using the Wisp. Now this is interesting because North American Rejects isn't going to go back for it because they just got completely crushed with it and it was absolutely useless for them. So generally, when that happens in a best of 3, you won't go back to it. You're just like, whatever, we'll just go with different strats. Right. So Sneaky Nicks Assassins, they're going to be like, well, we're going to take what you used and try and destroy you with it.
Ah, Mary Poppins style. Taste of your own medicine. That's a spoonful of sugar. Never mind. Forget about the Mary Poppins. That's my bad. Yeah, you're right, though. It's going to be interesting. They do first pick the Marana, but...
Sinking Batrider's scary.
Yeah, it sure is. Is it as scary as Batrider and Ursa, though?
Well, no one thought that Batrider and Ursa was scary. I didn't think so. I was just like,
That's
whatever.
always a scary duo. Lasso, whoever gets Lasso gets Fury Swipe down.
There's still plenty of heroes with tons of burst.
You can trash that one target. Not like an Ursa.
Not like an Ursa.
Not like an Ursa.
Not like an Ursa and not all game.
There's a saying in Dota, bears don't give a fuck.
Who says that?
Everybody that picks Ursa and Lone Druid, because they've got bears and they don't care.
Bears and no cares?
Yeah. The bad news bear. He was the bad news bear last game.
I don't know if North American Rejects are going to be mentally sound after that game.
Oh, God.
They're just like...
You think they'll be tilted that, like PPD style? Approaching maximum tilt?
PPD doesn't actually seem to get tilted. He might say that he does, but the way he plays, it doesn't seem like he gets tilted.
No, that's true. It's more, I find that one tweet that he sent out particularly funny. Where he just, all caps, just, I'm approaching maximum tilt right now. Just, I could picture him just screaming that in real life, just like... And that's such a funny way to say it. Most people would just be like, God, fuck this! They'd just be like screaming profanities. It's like, guys, I'm approaching maximum tilt. It's like the most articulate way to say,
wasn't it all
I'm
caps?
so angry.
Oh,
yeah,
it's
all
not
caps.
Articulate.
It's still an articulate way to say it. If you're really that tilted, it would affect your text. You'd have typos and you'd just be like bashing your keyboard, but...
So he's lying. Because he's not approaching maximum tilt.
Or his maximum tilt is just very cool, calm, and collected relative to most people's maximum tilt.
Probably not. You said he was a... You had experience with him in Han.
Yes, but, you know, time happens and maturity happens, and sometimes we get less ragey over the years. Certainly was the case for me. I had my time raging at people. I was 14, but it still happened. You used to be a rager, too. I can see it in your eyes.
Whatever.
Yeah, he shrugs it off. Whatever. Yeah. Well,
I got upset at Dota. I wasn't necessarily a rager. I didn't like yell at people.
Wait. You got upset at Dota, but
I was
you
just like,
weren't
damn
a
it, I
rager?
lost. Like, what the hell?
Oh, yeah.
As opposed to like...
That sounds like the way
I'm
you would
gonna break my keyboard!
I never actually broke a keyboard, but I definitely yelled at people a lot in Han. I like my keyboard. I spent a lot of money on that keyboard, but I still buy my peripherals. I'm a plebeian. But Tony was banned out here. That's something. Is Tiny becoming the new go-to carry?
Against Sneaky Nicks Assassins? Or for Sneaky Nicks Assassins?
Either or.
Was Tiny... Oh, I mean, there's a Wisp in the game. You can't not ban it.
You can't not ban it. But, you know, the Sneaky Nixes could just grab Ursa again. They'll get Tree EO. They can protect their carry pretty darn well.
Shit again.
Oh.
The Wisp tree is like, ugh. It makes heroes ungodly tanky.
Yeah.
Like Bloodseeker.
Like Bloodseeker. I wonder who they'll pick here, actually, to pair with the Wisp.
Medusa.
Medusa.
I saw Medusa tree yesterday. And EO. And I got wrecked.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It was...
Can you get me some more water?
It was unusual, to say the least, but they actually have a lot of synergy there. Because Medusa just needs to survive, and EO gives her a lot of mana, which is kind of cool. And HP, to be fair. So mana equals HP.
Yeah.
And then Tree Living Armor, too. So all she needs to do is just stand there and wait for people to go on her.
I guess that's true. Yeah, you just stand at the high ground and good luck taking my tier 3 towers.
I don't know if they'll run it. They do have last pick, so they can go for the sneaky Nick surprise. Sneaky Medusa surprise.
Sneaky Medusa surprise.
It's better than sneaky tentacles.
Surprise!
That's a sneaky tentacle.
We've got 9 tentacles.
It's a 9 tentacle surprise. Her snakes, you can kind of
Medusa.
They kind of look like tentacles, right?
Thank you, Roland. Does she have 9?
I don't know. Maybe. I never counted the snakes on the backs of Medusa's head.
Nor I, but I don't think she has that many. The only reason I know is because somebody photoshopped her face on my hair, or her hair on my face. I forget which it was.
Going with the ET again. They really like ET.
Yeah, they really do. He looked a lot better that game than he did in past games.
He's only against Morphling.
Yeah, only against Morphling. I think that's what did it. But this North American Rejects lineup is really scary. All 4 of those heroes, they've got good initiation from Bat Rider, hard carry with Luna. Luna Dazzle, still that pretty potent duo. Statistically speaking, they win a lot when paired together. Weave plus bouncy glaives, good stuff. And Sand King, well, we all know about the Sand King.
Fog plays a pretty nice Sand King.
He does. He knows the secrets. He has a pretty good handle on when to try and move into the lanes and gank, and when to move back to the jungle and just farm it up to that blink dagger.
10 seconds.
And he's been averaging like an 8 or 9 minute blink, and usually at least 1 or 2 assists / kills. For the most part, he tends to grab at least 1 or 2 kills early on, and then still gets a blink within the first.
So
10
they
minutes.
think it's an IX Mike hero last. I don't know if that's the case, because I don't view Mirana, EO, Tree, and plus whatever offlane as a very scary lineup. I think they might put Mirana in the offlane, put EO Tree with some stranger hero.
Does Mike play Mirana? We haven't really seen him play her much, but that doesn't mean he can't.
Sure, why not? I don't know. I don't view IX Mike as like terribly limited as a player.
Okay, he's got a pretty. I mean, in this tournament, we've seen him only play a couple heroes.
He plays Nyx, Clockwork. He played Bat Rider.
Nyx, Clockwork, and Bat Rider. That's been it. That's literally all he's played.
Centaur.
Did we see him play a Centaur?
No, I don't know. But
I don't think so.
Centaur's not difficult to play. If you can play any of those heroes, you can play Centaur.
That's true. It's ease of execution, man. He's good. I feel like Centaur's a little undervalued all of a sudden, but whoa, daddy. Admiral Kunkka. Are you ready for the pirate references? Are you ready to go down to the locker? See squiddles? Go fetch some starfish? Alright. Well, Kunkka mid. This will be interesting. Kunkka
they don't have any good setup for him, though.
Elder Titan. Yeah, no Shadow Demon. Sand King's like their only stun.
They have Lucent Beam and Dazzle mini stun.
It doesn't mini stun anymore. It just does the post stun.
Level 4 does.
That's not a mini stun. That's a real stun.
Oh, okay. And it's like 1 second.
It's like 1 second. Well, a mini stun is like the 0.01, like just quick little.
I count
Lucent
Eclipses as a mini, or
that
Lucent Beam as a mini stun.
It is a mini stun.
It's 0.6.
Yeah, that's still. If it's a point, it's a mini. Whoa, they take OD. Interesting. Really interesting. IX Mike on the Elder Titan. And, you know, Kunkka is a hero that actually has a reputation for being pretty decent against OD. He's one of the few heroes that can still harass OD despite not having any man skis.
Yep, I agree.
So
I don't know why they picked OD into this.
That's interesting.
But Tree OD is like one of the most annoying crap to play against.
It is. It is. It is, quote, an annoying crap.
One of the most annoying crap.
One of the most, yeah.
Ugh, this is disgusting.
Yeah, OD. OD is annoying in general, but once he gets that global presence of the living armor, it's like a free Vanguard, man.
I don't know if anyone wants a free Vanguard.
Is Vanguard that bad? You get it? You're just like, yeah, you might as well just donate this to charity. Hey, Kunkka, how would you like a Vanguard on the house? It's not that bad. It's pretty awful, though. I'm still a Vanguard hater. I'm a card-carrying member, proud to be riding in one of the front cars of the Vanguard hate train.
If the item got removed from the game, I would not care one bit.
No, I can't remember the last time I bought a Vanguard. I really can't.
I bought one on Axe.
I have bought one on Axe.
When I was solo mid and I was doing well, and then I bought the Vanguard and then everything went downhill. I don't think it's a coincidence.
Oh, man. Yeah, that one game spells it out, Vanguard. Dumpster
I was like, okay, I guess I'll try it this game. I could use the HP, and then no.
Yeah, that's what you get for trying to make your viewers happy.
I was not trying to make I was trying to win the game, dude.
If you're trying to win, if you're trying to win, Vanguard is probably not the right choice.
Hey, viewers, you want to check me out with Vanguard? No.
Hey, viewers, want to see me get a really crazy off-the-wall item?
I think something like Mask of Madness would have been more fun.
That's true. Mask of Madness is
Anyways,
always more fun.
Luna may start off with the feed here already.
Snake King, be careful. He will about face, nice and early. Luna's very speedy, though, in the early levels. She's pretty hard to lock down unless you get...
They have tether move
Leech seated? No.
351, man.
Yeah, damn. Tree be cruising when he's tied to that Wisp. It's pretty nice. I don't think they'll be able to secure another First Blood.
So is it going to be an offensive try or what?
We'll see. Only time will tell. Let's talk about this dire side, though. The North American Rejects down 0-1 in this best-of-3 series. We'll have Brax playing on the Bat Rider. Fogged will be on the Sand King here. Will be 1437 on the support Shadow Priest. Snake King on the position 1 Luna. And that means in the mid lane it will be Korok Boop playing on the Kunkka. And well, he's got a pretty decent set of.
Can we hear some pirate references already?
He just actually doesn't have that many cool items. Only the mythical sword. Korok's sword. Slice and dice them. Only Korok would name his sword Korok's sword.
He only has 186 kills on his inscribed Pride of the Crew. That's not that many.
It's not really that many, yeah. And that's a very odd hat to put a gem in. It's just a common knapsack. It's one of the... I don't know. Brax will be in the offlane. It will be a defensive try from the Rejects. It will be an aggro try indeed. SNA on the position 1 Mirana, joined by Fluff and Stuff here on the Wisp. Whitebeard, he's on the Treant Protector. That means in the mid, it'll be IX Mike on the Elder Titan, and it will be a solo safe lane. Ush playing on the Outworld Devourer.
So this is a good matchup for OD. I think OD is actually one of the few heroes that can do very well against a Bat Rider in a one-on-one situation.
Is there any int hero that OD doesn't do well against one-on-one?
Lone Druid, Viper.
No, int hero. Any intellect hero.
Oh, int hero.
Yeah. Like I think he just straight up poops on int heroes in general, doesn't he?
Trying to think of any that he doesn't. Invoker, I think, does okay because he has Forge Spirits.
Okay. All right, I'll take that one.
Other than, I mean, that's like okay.
And that's still like OD wins.
Yes.
Invoker just doesn't feed, usually.
Oh, they don't. No one feeds versus OD.
Some people feed against.
I mean. Yeah, but that's not the hero's fault.
Alright, fair enough. Elder Titan has his work cut out for him, though. Kunkka doing pretty well in the mid lane. They're even in last hits, but Mike getting harassed pretty darn hard by this Quelling Bladed Kunkka.
Quelling was very unusual on Kunkka.
Yeah. He lost that last hit battle. I mean, he probably thought he'd be matched up against OD, but Mike needs to be a little careful here. If that Torrent was on the mark, that would have been a First Blood.
I know, and he doesn't have Bottle Crow. He needs, like, the 2-minute rune to stay in lane. He doesn't have the shared region yet either, but I guess Kunkka is under a little bit of pressure too. Both of them just solo in middle. Looks like Whitebeard, is he going to rotate? No, he's going to sit there, pop the 2-minute. Oh, and it will be a DD on top lane, secure for IX Mike, so it looks like he will maybe win the lane with because of that.
Yeah, Shagbark did deliver a bottle up top, and he'll be headed back. They'll upgrade him in about a minute, then the bottle crowing will commence. That is the Fluff and Stuff bottle on the Wisp, so now he can heal up his good buddy a little more. Fogged, spending a lot of time in the lane, has not moved into the jungle. They don't have any stacks up yet, so this might be a more delayed Blink Dagger than we're used to seeing on Fogg's Sand King. But only so much you can do. It's either stay in lane and protect your Luna, or move into the jungle and farm. Really can't do both.
Brax is tired of bottom lane, just already going to the jungle. And he doesn't have enough mana for a Napalm. Okay, now he does. It's the... whatchamacallit just ran off. Imprisonment.
Yeah, I don't know if this is the wrong idea for Bat Rider here. Just moving into the jungle.
It's not bad.
Against the OD, he can't really take the lane presence against him anyhow, so he'll just try and get some farm going
Especially with the base damage nerf. Like 45 damage, really? You're gonna
versus the 68 of OD. Yeah, good luck.
And he doesn't have enough mana to keep up Napalm stacks.
And that's without any Astral stacks as well. So yeah, I see why Bat Rider can't lane against him.
Oh, there's 3 people rotating in mid. IX Mike, Brax does not have any mana though. I don't know what he's really trying to do here. He can die if he just gets whapped once.
Yeah, IX Mike gets hit by the Torrent. One big anvil to the face, just not enough damage.
Oh, I thought he saw the DD.
Mike will run, and Fogged. Only level 1 Bro Strike, but of course as we're watching that, First Blood comes out in the top lane. They dive the Dazzle up top. Now Snake King, he's not out of the clear either. He's only level 2. They'll get branched down by Whitebeard, but look at the regeneration. Whitebeard's just tanking that tower. Snake King down to half health. The TP is coming in. It is Dazzle on 1437, but no grave.
Tree's so
Snake
tanky.
King will still fall.
1437 might fall too.
Dude, no grave. He might get a kill on SNA. Yeah, he sure will, but oh, the experience gives him the grave. Now Fluff. Brax is joining the battle. It's a disaster for the Nyx Assassins. Oh, no.
They were taking tower too much. I think if SNA doesn't die there, if he redirects aggro and then just starts right-clicking Luna again, and then he doesn't die, 1437 dies too, and they can get away 2 for 0 instead of a, what, 1 for 3?
SNA hits him with an arrow, leaps onto the other side, doesn't have Starstorm leveled up. SNA, what are you thinking, dude? Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, no, indeed.
That was...
The straight feeds, man.
That one was a straight feed. That was really unfortunate.
Well, gold lead definitely going to go in NAR's favor after that. I think SNA was doing really well in the early game. They got the first blood. Oh, actually,
they might get Snake King. Yeah, do they have the damage? Leech Seed slowing him down, but no, they can't chase him.
Enough balls to the face?
Ooh, nope, not enough damage.
Wow. Wow.
A close call indeed.
Jeez. They can recover from that, but when your aggro try takes 4 deaths, I believe, 3 deaths? 4 deaths.
4 deaths, yeah.
4 deaths, then I don't know about that. Granted, it was overextension, and not
big overextension. I think they still have some control of the lane because of all the regen. I mean, Whitebeard was tanking that tower like a champ, but wow. Just wow. The SNA feed after that was the one that was super unnecessary. I mean, yeah, it's nice to hit your arrow in the Dazzle, but he doesn't have any points in Starstorm. He went 2nd point in Sacred Arrow. So, I mean, if he had leaped over and had 2 points in Starstorm...
I still think he would have died, though.
He may have, but if he had 2 points in Starstorm, he probably would have had enough to burst down the Dazzle and wouldn't have gotten heal bombed. Maybe could have still run away. I at least could see him trying to make it happen, but just hopping over like with the arrow, what was his follow-up damage? It wasn't that long of a stun. Just
why the hell are these spectators talking?
I don't know. I told him, I put him in their place, Merlini. Calm down now. I told him what was good. Hit him with the chips. Now, one good thing for the Sneaky Nyx Assassins is Dazzle was the one to get all those kills. He's 3-1-1. So it wasn't the Luna that got the kills. That is at least something kind of going in their favor. But
Korok and Ix Mike duking it out in mid. There is a Snaking just chilling there. Yep. The ganking Luna is real.
Roaming Luna. Boots, Basilius, she's into it.
She can't stay top, though.
Yeah.
Not 3-on-1.
Even though they lost this tri lane, they're still kind of winning. The sustain from the Tree and the Wisp is still pretty scary. And they actually have rotated 2 heroes down bottom now. Fogged has joined the Bat Rider, and they will try to zone out this OD. He is the last hit leader, and he is the one keeping SNA well in this game right now. But maybe not for long. The rejects are rotating. They want some pressure on this OD.
Korok getting chased down by X Mike in mid, but not enough. Is he going to be able to land with an X Torrent?
Uh-oh. Is there a boat available? No. Level 7, no boat, but maybe he can chop him down. He's giving him the Korok sword, and it will be enough. That'll make it 5-2 here as the Admiral picks up a solo kill, but it does cost them a tier 1 tower up in the top lane.
Where was the living armor out for Elder Titan?
Well, it's only level 1, so it was on cooldown. But that's exactly what happened. He's level 3, went 2nd point in Leech Seed.
I think he used it on the Wisp though. I saw it on the Wisp, like right after the Elder Titan died. So maybe it was on cooldown.
I think he used it right before that the X Torrent came out. So he probably thought that the Elder Titan was okay, and then when he realized he should have put it on the Elder Titan, it was already on cooldown, and well, not much you could do at that point. And okay, Kunkka, he's now picked up his phase boots. Ooh, wow, 2 smokes for the Sneaky Nyx Assassins, living up to their name here. Ush, he did go Hand-to-Midas on this Outworld Devourer, so he is number 1 on net worth by a pretty big margin, but he could be in some trouble here. There's your X into Torrent. Wisp coming in, keeping him alive. Whitebeard, he's coming forward as well. Throws out the Leech Seed on 1437. Arrow from SNA. They secure the kill onto the Dazzle. That makes it 3-5 as they get another kill on the board in the mid lane.
They thought they could go with Astral on cooldown, but Ush with living armor and Wisp is just, I mean, it's just so hard to kill people. Unless they get a Blink Dagger on a Sand King, but Fog not doing as well as he normally does on that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not his fault. It's all about trade-offs, right? He did try and keep his Luna safe in the top lane, and now he's rotated bottom. It was to try and zone out the OD, but now it's actually just the Elder Titan. I think this is about the time where Fog should just focus on getting that Blink Dagger and being a mid-game tempo controller, putting some tempo control onto this OD who's starting to get a little bit scary. Not yet, but he's picking up a lot of momentum, kind of scary.
And he hasn't died.
Yeah, exactly. He hasn't died. He's the last hit leader.
But Bat Rider,
Midas.
Bat Rider almost has his Blink Dagger. So, oh, Luna in a little bit of trouble.
Ooh, almost. They almost find her. But yeah, Bat is about 2 creep kills away, and he has a double damage rune. So that's great news for Brax. No point in Flame Break, though. That's a little interesting.
Yeah, he goes 3-0-4.
Is that his standard?
Yeah, that's what he does.
Okay.
I don't know why. I think 1 point of Flame Break is really good.
It's a pretty good value point.
Yeah. It takes a lot of mana, though, so maybe that's why. It takes 140 mana at all levels.
That's true. That's true. And Bat Rider does have mana issues these days, important to note.
So Blink Dagger has been acquired. They will see him with the Observer War, so this will be no surprise that he is in the top lane and potentially going to gank someone, so they can actually bait someone out. They can bait someone like the Mirana, maybe just dump a Living Armor immediately afterwards and turn around with a Wisp. That's a possibility. They don't actually have enough damage to follow up yet, since Luna's not 6.
Wow, Luna's still not level 6. Halfway through 5, but Snake King has really been struggling to find a home. His last hits are...
Mirana doesn't have Moonlight Shadow. What the heck? I was like, oh, she's not level 6. She doesn't have a roll time, but she is level 6.
Look at Snake King's CS. He's down with the supports. He only has 14 compared to the 54 of OD.
You haven't heard of the support Luna?
Oh, right. The support Luna.
She has auras. She gives teammates damage.
She has auras.
She has an aura. Eclipse doesn't scale with items unless you get Eclipse. Come on, man.
Dude, she's got a Ring of Basilius. She's got auras.
She's Aura Master.
Oh, the Aura Master, yeah. That was a legit strategy in Warcraft 3. 4v4 AT. Mass auras. Get yourself the Dreadlord and the Priestess of the Moon and the Keeper of the Grove and the other auras.
Tarn Chieftain.
Yeah, your TC. It was pretty dirty.
Okay, we're struggling to find a place for snaking here.
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty lackluster.
It's not really his fault,
It's not his fault, but he still has a long road of recovery to make.
He has 900 gold. Maybe he'll go minus. I don't think he goes minus, though, because they have to worry about the Wisp relocates pretty soon. EO only level 5. For some reason, he has a branch and a Tango that aren't
I don't think he'll go Midas, but...
I don't think he should. I think he should just be HOD stack, and so he can farm out of sight of the Wisp.
I was just thinking maybe it'd be better to have his butt for him and start to recover, and they have not stacked them yet, but that doesn't mean they won't.
So Fog just leeching experience on bottom. He is doing very well in terms of XP, level 6. I believe he's one of the highest supports in the game right now, if not the highest support.
Yep, he sure is. The others are 5, 5, and 4. So Fog has spent the most amount of time in lane, and now he's just racking up some CS while they have lane control, working on that Blink Dagger. About 1,200 gold. We're looking at maybe a 12.5-minute blink, depending on how much free farm he gets here in the next couple minutes.
Bottle and Haste picked up by SNA. After that initial feed, he's doing okay. Well, sinking on bottom.
Oh. They'll find him, but he'll just repel, that's all.
Casual Observer War. They've been doing a really good job of protecting Ush, I'd say. Like, in the mid lane when he got gone on, they immediately countered, and now they always have to be worried about, hey, if we go on them, there could be people like that, and we could just die 1-for-0 again. So that messes with their heads, and now they have a Observer War down there, so now they are A-okay. Unless they smoke with Bat. Speaking of Bat Rider, 1-0-0 on him after picking up that easy kill on the top after the overextension, and he does not have a smoke yet. This will make things pretty difficult for him, and there's not really a great target for him to go on.
Yeah, looks like OD will just go straight into Force Staff here following the Power Treads. He's got that Ring of Regeneration picked up already. Could also be a mech. I guess a little bit hard to say. Is there anything hiding on the Courier? No, just a magic wand there for all Whitebeard.
I think he needs to be hard carry, so I don't think he can waste a slot on a mech.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. And I think the Wisp can handle getting the mech here. Or the tree. They're doing all right.
Breck just farming up the opponent's jungles. Opponent's jungle.
Brax, yeah, he sure is. He hasn't done so much since he got this Blink Dagger, though. Brax is only 1-0-0 on this Bat Rider. At 11.5 minutes, you'd kind of want him to be a little more active at this point.
They haven't been able to just set up any opportunities. Bottom lane is warded. Mid lane, they're always like sitting way far back, like over here. Oh, Torrent Boat.
Boat onto the Elder Titan. Will they have the deeps to bring him down? Doesn't look like it. Moonlight Shadow comes out. In comes Ush. He'll throw out the Astral. Does have an ultimate ready, but...
he doesn't want to get lasted to the...
Yeah, certainly doesn't. And look at this. Actually skipping the 4th point in Essence Aura just for that 1 value point in Orb a little bit earlier than a lot of ODs like. I like this.
I actually say it's...
You think it's standard?
I see a lot of ODs
maxing the Essence Aura before it.
I wouldn't say it's as uncommon as you think it is.
Okay, that's fair.
Some people pick it up at 8 very often. I don't know when he picked it up, but if he picks it up before 6 is very unusual.
Yes.
If he picks it up at 7 or 8 or 9, I think that's... you can expect it once in a while.
It's all good in the hood. Ooh, yeah. SNA. He almost gets picked off in the top lane. Oh, relocate. Oh, Ush coming in. And a lasso. No, did he get the lasso off?
He did. He get the lasso, but he was immediately astral.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, snaking just...
snaking.
Why did he stick around?
That was... yeah, he was just kind of having a little dance party there.
Brax just bought time for him. He's like, okay, well, they literally sat there for 4 seconds. Wisp was lassoed, OD was astraled, and then the OD was just waiting there for him to... He had 4 seconds to run away, and he didn't do so. It's not like they had blinks.
Yeah.
I mean, your teammate's life is important, but not that important. So he's sitting at 1900 gold, and I'm still not sure what he's going to go for. Could have bought an HOD, could have bought a minus already, and it's a HOD.
Okay, there you go. So he'll grab a neutral, he'll start stacking it up, and...
Oh, wait, no, it's a Mask of Madness.
Mask of Madness.
Immediate soul. Wow, what the...
All right.
As if he's not squishy enough.
Snake
Move speed is nice, though.
Taken after a page out of the All Eternal Envy book here. Mask of Madness first lunar.
I don't know if you can go with a recovery Mask of Madness. I guess so.
I'm skeptical at how well this will work for the king.
Well, I mean, that plus natural order means he can die in 2 shots if that's his goal.
Yeah. Yeah, seriously, against an Elder Titan, I don't know. It'll help him farm faster for sure, but if they jump on him or they smoke into the jungle and find him...
How do they jump on him, though? I guess with Wisp, maybe? And team fights, it's not going to happen. They have Epi with a blink now on Sand King, so that's pretty scary. He's level 8. Dang.
Yeah.
Really picking up the levels.
Yeah.
Kunkka almost has a Shadow Blade.
Yep, well on his way.
Well, look at Fog and Brax's positioning by them. It's not going to shoot an arrow down here. No.
They are tucked up in the
really
trees.
Want to kill OD.
The Blink brothers, they're looking for it. There's your lasso. They're channeling the epicenter. They will finish him off. And they drop the hammer. Nicely executed. And they find recovery kills, though. Fluff coming in. Moonlight Shadow's been deployed. Fogged is completely out of mana, moving about the trees.
Did he really relocate from here to here?
Yeah.
Easy relocate.
He really did. Now, X, Torrent onto Fluff. Boat coming in. Nope, no boat used quite yet. He'll be kept alive by the tree, but it just isn't enough. Wow, they do finish off the Sand King, though.
The balls exploded when he died and killed him.
Yeah, so it is a 1 for 2, of course. Much better exchange for the rejects as they picked off the OD to get things started, but at least the Sneaky Nyx Assassins find some kind of recovery and steps in the right direction for the rejects, but OD is still #1 on net worth by a pretty big margin. Now has a 4th staff, and he'll just go back to farming. He goes up top. He wants to harass Snake King. Look at all that damage. Ooh, the pure damage on that Berserk Mask of Madness.
If he had ulti, I think he would have killed him.
Yep.
Yeah, but unfortunately, just a couple seconds away from cooldown in the mid lane. See Whitebeard pinging out on his tower. He does have Overgrowth up, but I don't know if he can get in position. He doesn't have Nature's Guise up yet.
There is a boat available. Overgrowth does connect. Boat coming in. The Rum will buy Korok some time. Can they bring him down? Whitebeard taking heavy damage. Korok will be the first to fall. The Torrent goes off right before he goes down. It is a 1 for 1, but support for mid-hero. The Sneaky Nyx Assassins do come out ahead. Fog coming forward now. Burrow strike in. Brax doesn't have enough mana for Lasso, even though it'll be up in just about a second. Arrow off the mark, but 1-4-3-7 still falls to the Mirana. Brax just tries to TP home. Will be successful. Ends as a 1 for 2, going the way of the Radiant.
A little bit aggressive by Fog there. Not really sure where he thought the fallout was coming from. Snaking. I thought he was just going to Astral and
yeah, dude. That hammer was about to get dropped.
Jeez. Better buy some strength, Luna.
She just has no in.
Fog gets scouted out by the Wisp Balls and the Elder Titan Spirit.
Oh, those balls so close to hitting him in the face, but just can't quite do it. Tier 1 tower in the mid. They do burn the glyph to try and keep it alive, though it appears that it will fall. They're coming forward. Blink Brothers ready. Lasso out onto Whitebeard. There's your defensive Astral. Boat coming in. IX Mike. He'll be left behind. Relocate from Wisp. Very close nearby, but big ultimate from the OD. Finishes off the Luna. Now, Whitebeard. He's back. He's got an Overgrowth coming up. Perfect timing. He'll burn it here. Not enough to save the Wisp, but he's just looking for the retreat, and he will be successful. Arrow flies from SNA. Does have a leap coming up in 5 seconds. Has a Moonlight Shadow. May just want to burn it here. Or perhaps not. Fog connects to the Burrow Strike onto Whitebeard. Ush, maybe the lone survivor. Wisp coming back in. Whitebeard, he's still alive thanks to the tether. They'll finish off the Sand King. Now Korok, he turns around. X, Torrent onto Ush. The damage isn't there. Grave onto the Kunkka. He'll survive for now. Nice use of the heal from Dazzle, but Leech Seed will finish him off. Sneaky Nyx Assassins.
Like, he was so close to dying, and then boom, he just got up to like 500 HP. It was ridiculous.
They want this courier so bad. The Wisp Balls see it. They just have no way to finish it off. They're going to make a... what courier is this? An unusual platinum baby Roshan sandwich.
if you say so.
Or maybe
classic.
not. The classic Platinum Baby Roshan. I hear it.
So they weren't able to coordinate their ultimates well on the side of NAR. They had the lasso, but they had no epi to follow up. It was still on cooldown. They didn't have like a good X-boat follow up either. Oh, they smoke immediately. They want to kill. Oh, excuse me. They want to kill SNA on bottom.
Yep. Merlini choking on his own knowledge there. SNA gets caught inside of the lasso. The epicenter follow-up. They dropped the hammer on Mirana, but can't help but feel like that was a little overkill for just a lone Priestess of the Moon there.
She needs to pick up drums. She bought Drum's recipe, but not before she died, I don't think.
Yeah, she's working on it. X marks the spot. Torrent onto IX Mike. He's in some trouble. May be able to survive for now. Fluff coming in. Lucent Beam to finish him off, but in comes Ush. He does not have an ultimate here. Wisp has been picked off. There's your Overgrowth, but Whitebeard needs to hightail it out of there. Still has no point in the Nature's Skies. Throws out Living Armor on himself, but this is a massacre going the other way. The Rejects, they're going to pick up a 4-0.
The relocate got canceled by the sinking stun.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, they're falling apart here.
Let's take a look at the gold graph, and still a small gold lead in their favor, but it may change momentarily here as this bottom tier 1 falls. North American Rejects, they're still holding on to about a 4,000 experience lead, but
I think the big problem is Snaking doesn't have anything besides Mask Madness and Belt of Strength.
Yeah, that would be an issue. Ush, what's he working on next? He's just going to go straight BKB now, trying to farm up that Mithril Hammer. I think their biggest bottleneck right now is OD Ultimate. When they have the OD ult, they seem to take these fights pretty well. When they don't have the Sanity's Eclipse, they can't really take the fights.
He needs Nature's Skies, man.
Yeah, he really does.
That spell is
would have come
one of the
in
best
handy
parts about Tree.
More than once now. I mean, it's good to level up. It scales pretty well, but even just a value point comes in handy in situations like that where the Rejects have no detection. They've got, well, okay, they have a couple sentries on the Dazzle, but still. Nature's Skies comes in handy. There's no doubt about it.
I think they also need to be more aggressive with Moonlight Shadow. Like, they can Moonlight Shadow into ganks, they can relocate into ganks, and they can be more aggressive with their lineup even though they have pretty good late game, and they're just not doing so. We see another smoke coming out from Brax and Fog. Epicenter is up. Lasso is up, and they're ready to double ulti somebody again. Probably Ush.
Cruising up towards the top lane. Oh no, Ush just doing neutrals with Fluff here. He is in trouble. He'll get jumped upon. There's your lasso. Burrow strike. Epicenter on the money. It may be a double. No! Oh, he cancels the epi! Oh, fogged. The Moonlight Shadow comes out. Will it be enough to keep them alive? Wisp is on the run. Ush, he's going to stand his ground. Drops the ultimate, but just gets destroyed shortly after. Now IX Mike, he's joining the party. How did he end up here? SNA as well. This could be another team wipe coming out. X marks the spot into Torrent. There's your Overgrowth, but still not enough to keep the Mirana alive. Whitebeard, it was all in vain. Oh, the Echo Stomp connects on 4. 4-step forward, Fogged, trying to finish off Whitebeard. He will get X marks the spotted. And this is a pretty easy dive. I think they'll be able to finish him off here.
Go stomp again, dude. I don't know.
No, just a little too late. Another 4 for 1. Somehow the Luna got picked off. I don't know how.
She died after the Overgrowth.
Oh, after the Overgrowth. Okay. What did the?
Oh no, or the stomp. It was Mirana shooting the arrow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I missed the Luna dying, but still a 4 for 1. SNA starting to crumble a little bit here. Everyone's farm looking a little bit lackluster, except the OD. Look at that cheeky little play there. Throwing out the X on the Bat Rider who went home and brought him back with full bottle. That's nice.
And full HP. They need to be better about the relocates. I think Fluff is tethering a tiny bit too early. I think he doesn't have to reveal his position until he's like mid-tether, and then by that time it's too late for them to react. And Fog's just been really on point. Fog, being a Wisp player himself, knows how to cancel those pesky relocates, and that's 2 potentially really bad engagements that could have been avoided had relocate been successful.
Yeah. I think it's still not over for the Sneaky Next Assassins, but they've still lost a lot of momentum. And where they had the huge edge, as we've mentioned a couple times, is Snake King's lack of farm. But following those kills, he's made a pretty decent recovery. Still only number 5 on net worth, but he's ahead of everyone on SNA except the OD. Right now, a lot of eggs are in the basket of this Outworld Devourer. He's only 500 gold away from his BKB. But will that be enough to start turning things around and regaining some momentum?
The big problem is Brax. Brax is just finding kill after kill after kill. 4-1 and 12 on the Bat Rider end. Yeah, maybe he didn't get the kills immediately after his blink, but
yeah, he's really turned up the heat.
Yes. He has, and killing really important heroes too. Killed Mirana on bottom, killed OD a couple of times, and they are trying to look for a Smoke King themselves, but they just don't have the best initiate.
Yeah, initiation is something that they're lacking. They throw a ward down during their journey here, smoked up. They will rotate up top. Looks like they've scouted out a Kunkka. They've... Oh, there's a dire sentry down, but Korok, boop. Uh-oh. Shadows take us. Moonlight Shadow's been deployed. Hush in the front lines. Korok, oh boy, he gets dusted. Damage coming out left and right, and this will end up being a very easy kill for the Nyx Assassins.
Surprised he didn't see that coming, I guess. Everyone else was scared. All 4 of his other teammates were like, hey, I'm going to chill mid because I'm scared of the smoking. He's like, I'm not scared, whatever. Probably not smoke ganking me.
Yeah. Living Armor comes out on the tier 1 tower in the mid lane.
Brax with a haste looking out for someone. The Sentry Ward did die, but Whitebeard, nowadays Nature's guys, they already have a gem.
Yeah, there's a gem up on the Batrider. Yeah.
But now OD has his BKB up, and his farm has slowed down considerably post pick up of the 4-step.
So, alright, let's take a glance at the graphs here. Just about 3,200 gold, not insurmountable, but a 10,000 experience lead.
Dazzle has an Atos.
Wow.
You ready for that?
Atos first item on Brown Boots. Not too often you see that.
He's tanky, man.
He sure is. 1,200 hit points on the support Dazzle. I like it.
And that mana pool, 1157.
Arrow flies in, doesn't hit anyone. I don't think they'll be able to follow up on that. OD is still top of the net worth chart by a pretty big margin. 2,000, 2,500 actually up on the Kunkka. That Hand of Midas has really done a lot of work for him.
Well,
and now he has his BKB.
Snaking was like bottom of the barrel.
He was down with the supports. Now he's at least middle of the pack.
Yeah.
And he has a Yasha, so he's cruising around, man. He's moving fast.
Does he need a BKB this game? I think so. BKB or Manta?
BKB is very good against OD, not so great against the tree.
BKB and Manta, dude. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
I think he still needs to get it.
BKB Mask of Madness is actually not that bad.
Yeah. Double damage, bottled up by Korok. He's working on a BKB of his own. Now has Mithril Hammer to go with the Ogre Club. And just pulling up for that recipe cost. And IX Mike is actually working on a mech coming out on the Elder Titan. That will be pretty big for the Sneaky Nyx Assassins once he picks it up. And yep, there's the beginnings of your BKB on Luna. Ogre Club out on the Snake King.
And he's just been able to use Ancient Stacks over and over. SNA doesn't really have anyone that can take Ancient Stacks, and the Mirana has not gone for a Midas, so she's actually falling pretty far behind in terms of net worth. She is number 7.
Yeah, she's really dipped down. He didn't grab that early Midas, and well,
I don't think he could have after
trying to recover
dying a couple of times.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you have to remember SNA had that really unfortunate start.
But if he had played safer and gotten a Midas,
deaths.
I think the net worth could be very close to even.
Yeah, you can't say it wasn't really his fault, that's for sure. First kill, maybe it was a team fail, but the second one, that was all him. That was just YOLO in the tower. Oh, SNA, boat, Torrent, X. Will they have the damage? He actually leaps and jukes the boat. Oh, and now they catch 1437. Dazzle does manage to grave himself. He'll try and TP home, but the Overgrowth and the Astral. Whitebeard, little misplay there, but they still secure the kill on Dazzle. Not the end of the world.
It's only 70-second cooldown.
Yep.
No bigs.
No bigs, but the Astral had it on lockdown. Oops. Really mean to go into roleplay mode there. And now OD has another 1,900 gold, so either a Scythe of Ice next, probably. Let's get some crowd controls, get some deeps. He just needs to hit hard. He's their big damage dealer right now, so I think
might get caught out on top with Invis Brax around.
Yeah, I think like a sheep refresher is kind of the way to go this game. Arrow, ooh, almost hits the Luna or the Bat, flies right in between them, but
he's about to get lassoed into Eclipse. He has to be really careful. No.
No, he good.
He good.
Whitebeard.
Oh, finally he's invis.
Finally got Nature's guys,
Woo!
yeah. But yeah, Batrider's nowhere inbound. Well, what's Fogged working on next? Let's see here. Is that a Necro book coming out for him? He has just a casual belt of strength there.
More likely than not, yes.
Interesting. Whitebeard just tracking him down in the jungle.
See, why don't they use relocate ganks right now? Like on a hero.
They could relocate onto Fogged and do some work, but in the mid, maybe they'll go for Korok. He's got a double damage. Ooh, the Echo Stomp almost on the money, but they don't find the setup they were looking for.
Whitebeard also doesn't have enough mana. I'm not sure what he's saving for. Maybe a straight blink without arcanes.
Arrow, close call in the mid.
Korok boop.
Needs to be careful. That Shadow Blade expires. There's your Overgrowth. He pops his BKB as they jump forward, and I think they need to be satisfied with that and just let it go. They will. That's his 10-second BKB, though, so that's a decent victory for the Sneaky Nyx Assassins. Nice. Assuming they don't need the Overgrowth in the next 70 seconds.
Nice catch by Whitebeard.
Yep.
Well, they're not going to fight without BKB, so...
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point.
Or they probably shouldn't. So, Snaking, how's he doing in the net worth chart? He has jumped up to number 3, so he is catching up quite mightily fine.
I mean, the Mask of Madness build it's bad if they're fighting constantly and they keep ganking you, but if they give you a lot of space to just run around the jungle, it's great. You move really fast and relocate up top. Speak of the devil, they want Snake King. He's Mask of Madness, and he's just too darn speedy. Korok throws out the Torrent X, but OD, he pops his BKB. Eclipse comes from Snake King, but very little damage comes out. They just relocate back towards the mid lane. And SNA will just retreat, or will they? Moonlight Shadow deployed. Hastered on IX Mike. He's the one to get lassoed. Maybe not the best target for the lasso. He's just a bit too tanky. Fogged with a big epicenter, doing a lot of damage, but doesn't secure any kills. IX Mike is eventually the first to go down. Whitebeard taking heavy damage as well. No Overgrowth available for another 5 seconds, and it will be a 2-0. The Rejects once again take a convincing team fight. And the Nyx Assassins on the retreat.
Yeah, OD didn't have BKB, and then they're really lucky that he didn't actually end up dying there. Fog concentrated most of his epicenter on the Elder Titan instead of the OD. Oh, they need to kill Elder Titan, but he was kind of stuck up on the cliff. I thought he was going to die anyways, and if they keep killing OD, they can take this game pretty easily just because Mirana is so darn underfarmed. She only has 1,000 more net worth than the Dazzle at this point.
Yep.
And I'm not sure if it's a Desolator or a BKB coming out. I don't think either one would be bad at this point, but they just need more items in Mirana, and they haven't been able to get kills. The gem kind of counters the Moonlight Shadow.
Yeah.
OD's been dying a couple of times. He's only died twice. I think he could have died a lot more, so Ush hanging in there.
Yeah, I think Ush has been the standout player so far, not just because of his net worth, but he has his team is struggling in general, but he's still finding good farm. He's still he's been involved in 7 kills. He's still pretty solid considering OD wants to sit back and farm. He's been pretty mobile, and he's been very cautious about that BKB as well. He's only used it once. Unfortunately, they couldn't kill Snake King, but that movement speed really came in handy. He was just kiting him around. 1-4-3-7, almost get hit by an arrow in the mid lane, but Dazzle will juke it.
I think that SNA probably needs a gem of their own right now. They have to worry about Batrider, who's picked up like almost every single rune, couple invisibility runes, Sand King, Sandstorm, and Kunkka with the Shadow Blade too. I think if they have a gem, it'd be a lot easier for them to regain map control and farm up.
Yep. Now Brax just farming up the jungle. He's very close to his BKB, 600 gold away. Already has the Ogre Club, and that will make things a little bit easier for him. IX Mike, he's now level 11, so, well, didn't grab that second point Earth Splitter, but we'll pick it up pretty soon. He has his mech. The item progression has just been lackluster for the Sneaky Nyx Assassins, except for the OD. Looking at net worth, they've all been falling further and further behind.
They're always worried about the Batrider gank. This is the potency of Batrider.
Yeah, the problem here, though, is that even though the Rejects are doing well for now, they haven't really been able to knock down towers too easily. They've only taken out 2 tier 1s. That is one very even aspect of this game. They haven't even tried to move into the Roche Pit yet. And they're giving SNA a fair bit of space, but at the same time, Snake King's finding farm as well. And speak of the devil, the King killing some Mud Golems, arrows off the mark, but they'll have an Overgrowth here. They could have just put those two together, but instead, the BKB gets popped, he gets out of the Overgrowth, and that was just not the way to initiate that.
Well, they had to lock him down before BKB. If he gets Overgrowth, he can just BKB out, so they kind of had to try and take him by surprise with the arrow. It was a difficult kill.
Yeah, I guess that's true. It was tricky in general. The Overgrowth first, he BKBs right away, then the arrow is a moot point anyhow. So, well, it's a 1-0 going the other way, and now IX Mike, he's on the run. Fogged, could blink forward, hit him with a burrow strike there. Nope, support is too nearby, and he won't go for it. Luna coming in, will bump right into Ush, gets put into the Astral, does not have an Eclipse here, used it in the last fight. IX Mike coming in, they get the arrow, and they get the kill on Snake King to start things off. Now Brax coming forward, he does have the lasso, hits Ush with it, but the BKB's already on. He's been graved up already, other side of the fight, breaking out. IX Mike taking a lot of damage from the Kunkka, and now BKB on Kunkka popped as well. Looks like the Batrider was finished off by Ush. Multiple fights breaking out here. Ush coming back in. He'll go straight onto the Kunkka. BKB has expired. He'll need a defensive Astral coming out. He gets it as Fog uses the epicenter.
He has the ult too.
Oh, this could be big. He'll drop the hammer as soon as he comes out. Finishes off the Kunkka. Fogged will fall. 1437 on the run. The living armor keeping Ush alive still. It's a massacre going the other way. The sneaky Nyx Assassins take a huge fight. They're still trying to chase down the Shadow Priest, but he lucks out. Gets a haste.
What an Astral. Man, wow. Oh, so close.
Yeah, right on top of the epicenter.
And the tree armor was huge.
Couldn't have been much more clutch than that. Now Ush, he's got a Scythe of Ice. They'll move straight into the Roche Pit, Merlini. We've got a game on our hands.
Big fight. And they recovered a gem. So very timely BKB coming out from OD. Very nice setup by OD and Arrow to immediately pick off Snaking before the fight, since his BKB was down in. That was a huge game changer and so big a momentum swing, and all that kind of started off because Snaking was kind of in the wrong place. Yeah, he ended up getting a kill with his Eclipse and his BKB, but what do they lose in exchange? Maybe he just backs off, does Ancients instead of farming the opponent's neutrals right next to their T1 when their T1s are still up. So I think he could have played a little bit safer, played around his BKB cooldown instead of putting his team in a very compromising situation and them paying very heavily for that.
Yeah, absolutely. At the time, it seemed like a great use of the Eclipse. He got a free kill on the tree, but after that...
It was the BKB usage more than the Eclipse, but still both of them were pretty important.
Yeah, I guess that's true, yeah. Burning his 2 big cooldowns, I guess we'll put it at that. Looked good for just the tree, but yeah, they really needed it for that fight. So now the sneaky Nyx Assassins right back in this game. Still about a 6,000 gold deficit, 10,000 experience, but OD furthering his lead. As I mentioned, he has a Scythe of Ice. Finally, Mirana able to grab a core grab a core item, but it is a Black King bar.
Well, none of us predicted a SNA 2-0, but the way it's shaping up, if SNA takes one more big fight like that, I don't know. OD's getting out of control. If he gets a refresher next, and we're talking about double BKB, double Scythe, double hammers.
Double hammer, dude.
Yikes.
It's going to be bad. I mean, he already has the Aegis, and that in and of itself is pretty huge right now. Yeah,
because they're very cooldown based with the Eclipse, with the BKBs, with the Lasso and the Epicenter. That's what they've been using to get their kills, and if they just waste that on a solo OD with Aegis, I mean, look at his position right now. Everyone's standing far behind him because they know that if they get caught by the ultimates, they're going to die too, and they just want to sacrifice Ush for the cooldowns and then try and push on from there.
Yeah, they're just trying to bait it out. They will settle for a tier 1 tower kill down here in the bottom. Torrent connects onto Whitebeard. Will they try and initiate this? No, it doesn't look like it. Dazzle throws out an aggressive weave. That'll break the armor for most of their team, but they won't back out. They are not
They have to separate from Ush. They can't stand this close to him because they'll just take so much damage before the BKBs pop out.
Luna's not with him here, though. Snakeking's in the bottom lane. He does have a TP scroll, or pardon me, the top lane here. Chipping at this tower. He will actually be able to finish it off. Now they're doing some damage to this tier 2 tower, Whitebeard. He may get initiated upon right here. Rax. He'll actually get Overgrowth to relocate over. They throw the arrow. They catch the Batrider. He no longer has the gem. Great setup from Whitebeard. Now they'll press into this tier 2, but Luna, she's chipping at the tier 3 here at the base. Smart plays from Snake King.
Nice threaten with the TP, and he just gets relocated back, and he's going to keep continuing, but at the same time, they're about to pressure T3. I don't know how much damage Snake King can do, but he's doing a lot.
Oh, no, Korok, wow! The Scythe of Ice and the BKB used, they're going straight in. They know there's no glyph available. How much damage is the Luna doing? Gets the tower down pretty low, but they need him back at the base. It's a 5v3 on the field and a 5v2 in the Dire base. This tier 3 tower
Mike's dying, though.
Oh no, Luna gets a kill. IX Mike buys back. BKB's been popped. He gets the tier 3 tower. This could be a Rax for Rax exchange.
It's a range Rax. I don't know about this.
Uh-oh. Now they're going back in. Whitebeard doesn't have the ultimate. He will be forced out, surviving for now. He's going to go back in. He's stutter stepping around. Whispball's actually doing a lot of damage. Luna's been completely repelled. They still have a 5v3 on the field. Fog coming forward, channeling the epicenter in the middle of 3, but they delta split. They secure the kill onto the Treant, minimize their losses.
But they get the gem.
And, oh, wow. Yeah, Tree was the gem carrier.
They cannot afford to lose the gem. The gem is just so important on both sides that it changing hands is a very, very big deal. I don't think they needed OD to TP back. I think that Snaking was already in a pretty compromising position with his BKB down, and they used a buyback on Elder Titan.
And his Eclipse down.
Yeah, so they used most of the cooldowns already, so I don't actually think that that was a good exchange. It could have been a lot better if OD didn't TP back, because I think they can still take a fight.
Yeah, Lincoln Sphere coming out on OD next, so he just wants to tank up, wants to survive. Not a bad choice here. There are quite a few abilities that can break the Lincolns, but will make them have to think twice, and also just gives OD some additional tank ability.
He just wants to be completely, like, almost immune to death during BKB.
Now, Luna is starting to get huge, though. Snake King is now number 2 on net worth by a huge
I don't know.
gap.
He might die out to a sheep here if he pushes 4th.
Yeah.
I don't know about this.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oof. That's scary.
Right. He'll move into the trees. He's just setting up that little camp, and he'll TP out. Yeah, that was a surprisingly close call as Ush was inbound. Whew. What a game. So still holding steady around that gold graph. It did dip further into the North American Rejects' favor, but...
And the same thing happens. They're going to try and push for a T3 on bottom, whereas Snake King's already pushing out on top, and he TP'd there a while ago. He won't have his TP up, but they can relocate defend, I think, if they just relocate with OD, and then just wait for him to TP back, and then straight take a 5-on-5, which I certainly think they can take. How long is left on the Aegis? It looks like only 1 minute left, so they're going to be kind of under the wire here. I think they can just relocate now and threaten him.
Yeah, just over 1 minute, so that will be their timer. Level 3 Necro Book now out on the Sand King. All the big ultis are available except for Epicenter coming up in 5 seconds. Glyph still not available, and OD will just start chipping at the creeps. Doesn't even hit the buildings. Luna already inbound.
They need to relocate back to defend this, though. I think that's their best bet if they want to push with the Aegis. If they don't want to push with the Aegis, they just TP back.
And it looks like they'll do the latter of those. No relocate coming out, just a TP home from SNA on the Mirana.
I don't know why Staking doesn't use his Mantas. If he uses Manta, I think he can,
Still do a little chip damage to the ranged.
Yeah.
But
he's somewhat low on mana.
Living Armor will bring it back up, though. So that's the nice thing about that trade in favor of the Nyx Assassins is, even though that's usually straight damage on the ranged racks, they can heal up those structures. That dirty, dirty Living Armor.
Dirty Living Armor, indeed.
Yeah. Crystallis now up on the Kunkka, so Korok Boop, he'll be critting all over the place, looking for those big Tidebringers.
Slicing and dicing. You thought you said you were gonna do a lot of pirate jokes, man.
Oh yeah, there haven't been any pirate jokes this game. I don't know. Usually
make some up.
When the Kunkka's making the big plays, it's like the ghost ship. They're gonna take them down to the locker. We haven't seen many big ghost ships this game. Haven't really seen any huge ghost ships. We've seen a couple moderately sized.
Split pushing and farming mostly.
Yeah.
Was helping.
I mean, he's been playing pretty well.
Oh, relocate on bottom. 1437.
Yeah, he may get dropped right here. He gets sheeped. No grave for you, Mr. Dazzle. And now 5v4 on the field. Maybe the Nyx Assassins can press forward. There might not be an Aegis on Ush, but he's now got himself the Lincoln Sphere.
Staking's just going to do the same thing again, though.
This spotty dog, this time he's got a double damage rune. Glyphs are starting to come back up, though.
They have to do something about that now. I think they just sell the TP scroll on the... Or sell the boost on OD, buy TP scroll, and then to BOTs instead, because this is just really annoying to deal with.
Yeah, Snake King's doing a really good job putting constant pressure on this lane and making it difficult for them to push forward and actually seal the deal.
They're not going to make a move without the Aegis, but it's just still something that they always have to worry about. If we push this, we might lose our racks for nothing.
Yep. And Wisp has actually picked up a halberd now. Not that often you see that item come out on EO, but he's been able to pick it up. SNA has now grabbed a Demon Edge on the Mirana. He's starting to transition into more of a carry as well.
Luna has a butterfly.
But yeah, butterfly up on Luna. I don't know. I feel like either a Satanic or something to tank up a little more.
Butterfly's so good
better
against
here.
OD.
Against OD?
Yeah.
Even OD with a Scythe of Ice?
He has BKB.
Yeah, he does have BKB. That won't save him if he gets sheeped before he BKBs, but it's okay. It looks like Mirana will be going for an MKB, though, and actually not too far off the mark.
I think she needs damage, though. So
who, the Mirana?
Yeah.
Yeah, so MKB.
No. Oh, sorry, Luna.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
They both
Brax?
need damage.
Oh,
Whoa, he blinks just in the nick of time. Ush charging forward with the tether. BKB, TP home. Do they have any way to interrupt this? No, they certainly do not.
Close. Nice play by Brax there. He saves his gem.
Great reaction. Oh, yeah. That's the high-value target. Skype! All caps. Lots of lag, says Fog.
SNA just needs to repel NAR from doing the cheeky things in the side lanes, like pushing out, basically. And then take Roshan and then force a 5-on-5. I think they're close at a point where OD, he's not going to get that much more stack. And if they delay the game too much longer, Luna and Kunkka are just going to start like owning people in a matter of seconds with BKBs, because OD's not very good in BKB on BKB wars.
Yep.
Which is what it's coming down to soon, with Batrider picking up one.
Yeah, that's very true. Now Roche coming up. It's a very short respawn timer, just about the shortest timer you can hope for. I'm not really sure who that benefits, but will make things interesting.
I think it's a little bit better for SNA because they need to end the game sooner, or at least get a Rex. And NAR's just trying to delay the game until Kunkka gets huge and Luna.
And speaking of Kunkka, he'll get scouted out by Whitebeard perhaps. He's just moving around the trees, hanging out with his brethren, being that mobile ward.
Oh, they can pick him off there. Relocate.
Yep, they'll go right onto him. Again, they force out the BKB, but they pop the overgrowth this time. The boat comes, the rum, buying Korok some time, but now SNA's inbound. Can he hit an arrow here? SNA stutter stepping around a little bit. If Korok survives this, wow.
I don't know.
Oh, the arrow.
The urn.
The urn.
Still, look at this. NAR immediately pressuring both sides as quickly as they possibly can. Necro 3 popped out in mid. Luna popping her... Oh, she gets the CR. Better bounce.
TP comes out from SNA. He'll clear up this creep wave. The rest of the team TPing in as well. OD now joining the party.
Oh, he has picked up BOTs.
Trashing those illusions. Yeah, he sure has.
So that's the first step.
So he'll be able to sell this Midas. What's his last slot here, though?
Refresher, I think?
Yeah, I think it has to. Yeah, it's a good point.
Shivas is pretty good, too, though.
Yeah, I guess, is he at a point where he could sell the Force Staff? No, maybe not. Well, he'll use it there to secure this kill on the 1437, so showing its value. 2 dead. Maybe they can try to transition this into a push.
They need to push this down. They need to push out mid. They need to do Roche. It's a systematic thing. They can't just like, oh, whatever. Let's do it. They do have a couple heroes down, but they just need to regain control of their lane just because they're just constantly pushing out all the time. Kunkka Shadowblade with one, Mask of Madness, Luna and the other, Sand King with his Necrobooks too. It's just really annoying to deal with.
Bract. Wow, he gets caught in the overgrowth. Does Force Staff to the side. Ultimately chooses to pop his BKB. And that's now down to an 8-second BKB. Both of them defensive from Bract. That's a pretty big win for the sneaky Nyx Assassins, I think.
But on bottom lane, here they go again. NAR is just relentless with this pressure.
Yeah. And Fog through the Necro units does assist in pushing quite a bit. It may just be a tier 2 for tier 2 exchange. Both towers falling rather quickly, but SNA will have the edge. They can TP home in time. It will be SNA himself actually to TP in, and he will save this tower for now.
Will he?
Yeah, I think he will. At least get it into deny range.
Living armor that bad boy up.
Yeah, that's true. And very close to MKB.
Oh, they might actually find Snaking over here. Whitebeard's going to find him.
Whitebeard, he doesn't have the ultimate though. No way to interrupt it.
Ooh, that would have been close.
Yeah, if they killed Snaking there, that could have been huge. A lot of buybacks available, but still would put a dent in his farm. Roche is up, ready to be engaged upon, but no team able to move into the pit quite yet.
So relocate up in 10 seconds, and let's see, the lanes aren't actually pushed out for once. Both of them kind of on, kind of around the river area, but SNA looks like they do not actually want to go into the Roche pit yet. They can't take a 5-on-5 fight in there just because of Brat Rider and Sand King. It's just not a good place to fight for them, unless they get a couple picks off, and they have been getting them, but just not on the super important heroes. I think they really need to kill Luna. That's probably the most important. Brax is also really important to kill. What item just came out?
That is a Scythe of Vice on the Dazzle. Atos Scythe. Where did 1437 find all this farm?
I have no idea, man.
Wow. MKB is also up on the Mirana, so 2 big items, 1 on each team, but the MKB will help to cut through that evasion of the Luna. So a particularly large item pickup for the Nyx Assassins.
They need another gem.
Yeah. OD, he grabs the Perseverance, so looks like it will indeed be a refresher.
What's Korok doing?
Korok, what is he doing?
He X'd himself, and now he might die because of it.
Well, he will BKB. Do they have the damage to bring him down? Ooh, not quite, but again, they're wasting a lot of BKB charges this game.
Well, if they get Roshan out of it with Snaking and Brex, it's going to be good. So it is a refresher last from good OD, and now he is 6-slotted, unless he wants to sell his 4-staff or replace his BKB, but still, he is 6-slotted.
IX Mike gets pinged out, he gets initiated upon, gets sheep, and he does get lassoed as well. Roche down to about half health to relocate in. This was not the right place to take a fight for the Dire team, and now 1437 may get killed here. He will manage to get off the grave. Burrow strike from Fog, buying some time, but OD drops the hammer, finishes off the Sand King before he can epicenter. Now Brax on the run, doesn't have a BKB. He gets chopped down by the OD pure damage. That will be a 2 for 0.
Get the gem, guys.
They'll get the gem. Did they pick it up? No, it's still sitting on the ground.
They pinged on it.
Boys. All right, they know it's there. Double buyback come, but I don't know if they can contest this Roche. Whitebeard scouting it out. He finds Snake King, uses the overgrowth, just trying to buy time for his team. Roche falling very quickly. It does get finished off. Mirana picks up the Aegis. Now Whitebeard. He's just trying to buy time. Snake King, the hammer gets dropped. He falls. Elder Titan gets picked off, but that's okay. They've taken out the big carry. Now Snake King buys back. They proc the Aegis. Korok Boop hops the other side of the river. They will pop
the gem's still there. Why did they not pick up the gem?
They could certainly use a gem right about now. Brax taking some damage from SNA, but he'll get sheeped in the pit. And now the epicenter comes out onto him. Another fight. Ooh, breaking out on this side. No, perhaps not. Fluff trying to relocate him out. The defensive Astral buying some time. OD actually falls here. Now the sneaky Nyx Assassins will get cleaned up. It's a wipe the other way.
Just get the gem, guys. Oh my goodness.
So many buybacks were used right there. And
it's still there.
Yeah, it's still hanging out. It's just chilling.
Well, that was... they should have backed off after the Luna buyback. I think they underestimated the potential of OD, because I think he had already used both of his ults as well as both of his scythes. But I think he's going to have to buy back now. They do too much too damage to the base.
Part of their victory there was killing the sinking before he could epicenter, and also picking off the Luna before she could eclipse.
So how many buybacks were used?
So Luna bought back, Sinking bought back, and Bat Rider bought back. So 3 on the Dire, and Wisp bought back at the end.
Oh, they're not scared. They're going. They're no hesitation.
There is a glyph available here. Tree coming up in less than 10 seconds. They may end up losing Rax.
Atos props the Leakins from long range.
Oh, well, look at that. Tier 3 tower down. Can they hold this? Tree does have an overgrowth, but can he get in position? The lasso onto Ush. He gets relocated back. There's your overgrowth. It won't be enough to save the Rax. IX Mike now initiated upon OD, rejoining the battle. A big Earth Splitter brings him back. Snake King taking a lot of damage. Pops his BKB, gets the Grave on him. He'll survive. IX Mike taking some pretty heavy damage as well. Boat comes in. It'll be a fail boat, but it doesn't matter. The rejects got what they came for. Bottom lane of Rax have died. And now the sneaky Nyx Assassins will be at a disadvantage.
That relocate, though, if that relocate doesn't go off, they lose the game. So that was huge. Korok actually X'd the OD, so he came back after the relocate, but his team wasn't on board.
Yep. And actually ended up helping out the OD a little bit because he was in a really good position to do damage. Kunkka, though, 5,000 gold just about in savings.
Get that second Daedalus.
He is getting scary, yeah. Second Daedalus, just raw damage. Or maybe even
he just gets owned in BKB wars. The Ush does. Like he BKBs Luna BKBs, and he's always forced to turn tail and run. And that's kind of the problem with OD. Once they get BKBs, you need to get Hex pickoffs in order to push.
You need Hex pickoffs, and I think at this point they basically need the refresher and that first ultimate available. If they can't do the double hammer, then they can't win the team
But
fight.
if they kill Luna right now, they probably win the game.
Yeah.
So
yeah, a lot of buyback. The big buybacks are on cooldown right now. Kunkka is the only big one that still has a buyback available. So depending on who they pick off, this could be huge.
I'm about to say, is that gem still in the river?
Is it?
No. Brax picked it up.
Somebody picked it up. All right, Brax has it. There's still only one gem in this game. It's been handed around a lot, but the lone gem.
I think they should just go for the gold right now on SNA, because OD's not going to get any bigger. His buyback's down, but so is Luna's, and Luna still has one more item. It's probably 2 more. She can trade Mask of Madness for the Satanic. She can get a ulti orb into what?
Manta? Oh, no, she has Manta.
She might get Lincoln's or Scotty. I think Scotty's probably better here.
I think Scotty's better, but something tells me it's going to be a Lincoln's. I don't know. I think Snake King is tired of getting...
Well, both teams one pick off away from losing the game. Ush, if he dies right now, he's like 80% of damage in team fights.
Yeah, he's a good portion of their gold as well. Look at this graph. It looked like SNA were going to seal the deal.
They might actually pick him off over here.
Jumping
I
forward.
don't know.
Uh-oh, Ush. Oh, no, he's going to go out of the base. They use the Atos to proc the Lincolns. Now he gets hexed. He gets put inside of the lasso. They use the Moonlight Shadow, but it's just not enough. OD falls. He's down for 112 seconds.
That's game.
I think we're moving into a game 3, Merlini.
Yeah. So, I mean, the late game inexperience. One pick off, you lose the game. They had to be prepared for that. He shouldn't have progressed down the hill, at least not with Wisp right next to him.
Yep, definitely not. The North American rejects were just ready and waiting for it. They'll go straight for the tier 4s, and that's it. Game 3, baby. Well, my predictions couldn't have been more wrong. But that's okay.
Snake King, I actually think, played really well this game. Aside from that drastic fight on bottom, he still recovered like super well.
He had a super slow start. They pressured him hard, but he really did make a good recovery. Part of the recovery, though, was going for that Mask of Madness build. It only works if they give you a lot of space to use it, and they certainly did that. He had free roam of the jungle and just farmed to his heart's content.
Brax was probably the MVP in this game, because they were really far behind, and he just constantly ganked people and created space for Luna so that she could do her thing. But Staking, he did a really good job of delaying the game, just constantly split pushing the sides. I think I should have gotten BOTs earlier. I also think they should have just relocated us up to split push and force a BKB TP out of Luna. If she doesn't BKB TP, they just takes her down with Force and Tether and Sheep, and she just dies. So she has to BKB TP, and then they can force a 5-on-5 with the Aegis. NAR was just way too good about playing around that 5-man and stalling so they couldn't get to that death ball and push into the base.
Yeah, and to comment on Brax once again playing on the Bat Rider, he was 1-0-0 at like the 14-minute mark. He had his Blink Daggers just cruising around, and basically right around the time that we said, wow, he needs to start ganking, flick of a switch, and then 5 minutes later, 10 minutes later, he was like 4-1-12 or something ridiculous.
I also
they
think
just hit that timing.
SNA on the bottom played extremely poorly. The early game was just really poor. They needed a secondary threat because at the end of the game, it was kill OD, you win the game. You need a secondary threat. You need Murano with a Mjolnir, with a Mantis style, with Lincolns possibly to actually do some damage, and she just didn't really do that much. She had BKB, drums, MKB at the end of the game, but she could have been a lot more farmed, had that tri-link on a little bit better, and a lot of it was because she just like straight up.
It would have been interesting to see how that game would have been different if Mirana didn't feed so much in the top.
I think
lane.
it would have been very, very different.
Because that secondary carry, as far Mirana can do a lot of damage, but at the end, just BKB, MKB, that was about it.
It was like they were about to get a kill, and then they lost 4 heroes for nothing.
Yeah,
and that was so devastating. Their tri-lane was going so well up until that point.
Well, it was a pretty intense game. That ties it up 1 apiece, guys. We're moving into an ace match. The North American Rejects versus SNA. The winner of this will be facing off against EG in the winner's bracket finals, and the loser will be knocked down into the loser's bracket. We'll have a quick break, and then the conclusion of this series coming up next. You're watching the Summit America, powered by Twitch.